All right, my name is Gurveer Brah, and this is Screen Off Script. Today, I'm here with Ángel Manuel Soto. Ángel, congratulations on the Wrecking Crew.
Thank you, man. Happy to be here.
Thank you so much. So, this is an awesome action movie. It's like genuinely funny, has real heart, and has two of the most likable actors that are working today in Dave Bautista and Jason Momoa. I'm a big Dave Bautista fan, and he's such a unique talent. He's such a, like a his physical background, and somehow he's become like this amazing actor. The first question I got is, when did you hear about Bautista? And can you talk about what it is about him that makes him such a unique talent in his art form?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I love Dave, and I think the first time I heard about Dave Bautista was in Blade Runner, I think, but because of his physicality, and I had no, I was like, who's this guy? Like, there's such a controlled performance and uniqueness, and of course, then you see him in Guardians of the Galaxy, and he's hilarious, and all his other movies. But then when I saw Knock at the Cabin, I was like blown away by his performance, and I was like, the I believed it. I believed it completely. And the truth of the matter is, like, yeah, he has his physicality. He looks great. He has a wrestling background. People in Puerto Rico love him. But man, he is a great actor. He likes to act. He wants to bite. He likes to explore different things. Very insightful, very generous. He likes to do multiple takes. He wants to get it right, and that's something that I deeply appreciate. Of course, if the budget and the schedule permits it, but I deeply appreciated someone who has a clear vision of where he wants to go as an actor. And if I could have Dave Bautista in every movie, I would.
I love that. I could totally understand why he's very talented. One thing I was also thinking is like this feels like the kind of movie that normally you would discover together in like a theater. And honestly, I think it would be like a great date movie too. From your perspective as a filmmaker, how do you think about cultural impact when a film premieres on like streaming versus theaters? Do you see like a different benefits creatively or culturally?
Um, yeah, of course. Like, I mean, there is the communal experience that you get in a movie theater. That laughter is contagious. Seeing this movie on the big screen is surreal because first of all, you know that the jokes are landing, and the
Hmm.
excitement is landing, and the action and the thrills and the emotion, but also the conversations that are had, the people that you can meet, and also the nostalgia that goes on to go into a theater. Now on the t on streaming, I'm sure you can have the same experience, right? It is definitely different, but I don't do streaming and theatrical differently. I do them as if it was the same thing, a theatrical experience, a communal experience, a visceral experience, whether it goes for streaming or not. I always still aim for it to be theatrical. That's what happened, like with Blue Beetle. That's what happened. Like it was gonna go to streaming, and we're like, yeah, but I don't know streaming. Like I just met streaming, pretty much. So it's like I know theatrical, so I'll do what I know. And alas, the movie went to theaters, so that was good. And for this one, we had the same mindset. We were like, we don't know if it's gonna go to theater or not, but if it did, let's shoot it as if it's gonna go to theaters. So let's keep it big and exciting and impactful. There's no
Yeah.
need to like water it down.
Absolutely, and you can feel that in like how it all comes across. Last thing I got is I feel like we're seeing a big changing of the guard in so many different ways. Like new filmmakers like yourself are always emerging in big ways, and I also like also that you're so involved in like AI and like that conversation around creating art. There's so many opportunities to be worried about what's going on, but you seem like a person with a good energy about yourself. So I'm really curious from your perspective, what gets you excited about the future of filmmaking?
I guess it's because I don't know what else to do. This is all I know. So I have to make it work and I have to play with the tools that are at my disposal. But at the same time, I do think that even as, technology changes and things evolve, it's important to understand them. It's important to even master them. That
Mm.
doesn't mean that you need to use them, but it's important to know so that when they try to use it against you, you have a proper fight. You never want to get caught, with your pants down. So might as well learn the tools, find ethical ways to use them if there are any left. And when push comes to shove, be the resistance the art world needs, if it needs to happen. But in the meantime, there's the other side of it, which is filmmaking is very expensive. It takes a village to make a film. Not everybody has that privilege or that luxury. And if I think of myself when I was coming up, how impossible it was to make a film. Mind you, an ambitious film that maybe takes place in space. Who am I to tell these kids they cannot use the tools that they have? If I'm not gonna give them $50,000 to make their movie, then I should let them cook. There's nothing to be afraid of. They're exploring a creativity that they wouldn't have been able to explore otherwise. So on that side, I'm like, man, if I was in high school and this was at my disposal, I would use it because every time I asked for a camera, they would ask for an arm and a leg. So, you know what? Let them play. But what we have to be wary and careful is about who is using the tools. And when the tools are being used to oppress or get people out for profit, that's when we have to be careful, and that's when we have to like band together. And it's okay to be afraid because it's so uncertain. We're living in a world that's uncertain with all these mergers and all this stuff, and it's okay to be afraid, but it's okay to have some fear, but use that fear as an energy to do something about it, not to sit down and with your arms crossed. And I think if we all talk, if we all have conversations, if we all come together, I don't think it has a chance against us. I think there's more people that want to do art, that they want to keep doing art, and we want to have find ways that we can still do our art, and that is human forward, art is forward always.
I love that. I can get that sense that you have such a strong conviction about this. And I feel like it kind of feels like that same way about even just bringing it back to the film. It's about family. It's about moving on. And it's about putting down your baggage and seeing how you can move forward. And I think those are worthwhile messages in film, especially if it's wrapped up in a badass like movie like this. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
congratulations on the film,
I
brother. I really, really
appreciate it,
appreciate
man.
your
Thank
time.
you so much.
Thank you so much, brother. Have a good